Ready to bye-bye.
Okay, there's some volume.
Bye-bye. All right. You're a smart man, Leo. Let's get this show on the road.
Bye-bye.
This show on the road.
Honey, I'm going to pass you this and just ask the people if they can put something in chat and I will get this boat started up, eh?
Alright. Anyone there? Yeah,
What
there's
we're going to have to do is give them profuse apologies for being an hour late.
Scott's fault.
We can almost spin you right here. You know what I mean? If he shoves you out, you start walking your
Hi.
back.
I'm Teresa. I'm here with Leo.
our new crew.
When we let go, you
Yeah.
can shove your bow out and
Beautiful.
we'll start spinning
You
you.
guys can just step on right there if you like. Yeah.
Yep.
Great stuff.
Yep.
Thank you guys for coming in. 13 of you guys watching.
All right, that's wonderful. You got some comments there, yeah? Steady on, chaps. Okay.
Can you hear
All
the
aboard
sound?
who's coming aboard?
Forward.
Can you hear the sound? Leave a chat, please.
Looking good.
Last man up.
Last man on.
Ooh.
Just go forward and.
You good there, Vaughn?
Yep, I'm good.
I'm getting worried about him. How did I end up leaving you behind?
He's pretty nimble. He's still young.
All right, all good.
Bye.
Hey everyone, sorry about being late. Combination of things, we'll talk about it shortly. We're just going to spin the boat round on the spot here, right in a canal doing a 180.
We have to stay in the shade. Phone's getting hot.
The phone's just come out of the fridge.
Yeah. It's another. Meantime, watch Leo. Is anyone commenting? Oh yeah. Very good sound. Thank you,
Good job,
Clay
fellas.
Barber.
Well done. Real pro, top notch.
Might be the fenders and they can just go down those two forward hatches.
Freaking high.
Okay.
Thanks. If you want to take the wheel, I'll do it.
What's that?
Do you want to take the wheel and I'll do the crew?
Alright.
Yeah, you didn't need asking twice, did you?
Problem is they're all captains.
You did it, Leo. Get off the dock. Hi, house. Hi, Simon's mom.
We're going to check Hurricane Hall
Yeah.
with Teresa, Jeff, Juan.
You have 9.9s the same as me? That cracks me up, these big boats, a little
40 or 50.
9.9.
Oh, yeah. Well, if you're not sail, you don't need them.
Right. I'm gonna go back to 15s on.
We'll introduce the guys in a minute,
Huh?
okay?
Pick it up right now.
Yeah.
Try to get some money out of those 99.
Yeah. Probably won't get much.
Not up there.
It's a beautiful day in paradise.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you, Clay. Baby boy is growing fast.
Looks like you're.
Little man.
Hola, Commodore Leo. Oh, everybody's talking to Leo.
Yes,
Oh, you're the famous one.
Yeah, bye-bye.
You got new toy today. Thank you, Teresa. Wow. Mickey.
America.
Mickey sailing with us today. Hello, guys.
Is it? That's just one string?
Yeah, this is
I think we're going to trim back
Oh, that's not straight.
this is too tight. I have to.
Got it?
Sorry, guys.
More than another.
Stuart,
I think there was one.
would you like to introduce the guys?
Yes, of course.
Take it, okay?
Hey, yeah, who's on board? Have we got anyone there?
Just a message. You can turn it around.
I don't know, I've put my glasses on. So how's the volume, guys? All good? Hey Robert, hi Tim.
They said off.
Hey Lisa. Volume's all good, eh? Yeah, great to hear. Yeah, well welcome. We're out in the little lagoon again, just out the back of the Placencia Peninsula. This is Jeff. You're going to meet him tomorrow. We have a scheduled video tomorrow with a very nice outing we had with Jeff and Teresa
Hello again.
out at a place called Scipio Key. So that's going to go to air tomorrow. But in the meantime, today, we're going virtually in this direction, I think. Straight west to a place called Mango Creek where Vaughan, this is Vaughan, you've introduced already, I take it?
Hard to say.
Vaughan's uncle has a piece of land out there which we're told is potentially a pretty good hurricane hole. So we'll have a chat about what we think makes a good hurricane hole when we get there. if we get there, right? He's got the machete. So yeah, I think we're going to have to hack our way in. So, and this is Ryan, who I've never met before until now.
Manatee?
Yeah. All right, and he's drinking and I'm not. So note.
That seems to be a problem.
Take note. Take note. Your captain
Show
is
the
sober.
people the manatee.
Well, it's not there right now.
Oh. False. Fake news.
Yeah, but it was just breathing. It just came up.
Now I'll try and get to your questions, guys. So, yeah, no, Leo is the star of the show. It's just he doesn't have any English yet. He's working on it. Good one, Clay. Yeah, thanks, Lisa. Yeah, click on the thumbs up. You know, share it around to anyone you know who's stuck in hibernation at the moment and could do with a bit of an outing. Hey Tron, good to see you too, mate. Thanks a heap for your support.
What's that? No, I got it right here. Thank you. You're welcome.
Steamboat. Sorry, Robert, I'm reading your comment here. Watch Steamboat. Steamboat Willie on YouTube. Oh yeah, okay. So yeah, I don't know, I wasn't much of a Disney fan as a kid. We'll see if Leo's going to be.
Hi! I'm Mickey!
Obviously Teresa was.
I'm a Kansas City girl.
Okay. Hey Tim, good on you, mate. Yeah, share it to your Facebook. You never know, we might get another Warham convert today. Stranger things have happened in the current day and age. Who's this fella? He's in a little, you call that a dory, don't you? That little dugout there, yeah? Can you see that dugout canoe? Every place has a different. It's straight ahead out there about 2 o'clock.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
You call those dories, right?
Yep.
Oh, thank you, honey. Cheers. So just on our port side there is the entrance, if you like, to the what you might call the inner reef zone. If you've had a look at Belize from the air, it's pretty extraordinary geography. Second largest barrier reef in the world, behind the Great Barrier Reef in Queensland. And what's unusual about the Belize inner reef area is that it's very shallow. Continental shelf's only about 60 feet deep, and it is absolutely populated with coral bommies and what they call reef patches. What's that little disturbance on the water there? Fish, right?
Yep.
Small fry. Should we go a bit faster?
Yeah, but I don't know how fast you.
Well, we're doing 4.2 there, so we'll bring it up to about 5.5.
Oh yeah, that sounds better.
So we're there you go. So there's about 5.5. So we're doing this as a bit of a trial, guys. We've got 4G here, obviously, and I'm wondering, are you guys getting high definition HD? Can you stream it at 1080p on your receiving end? Yes, Mr. 777, it sure does, and we've started to learn about Belize, you know, since we kind of got trapped here. 1080, great. Thanks, Alapico. Hey, good to see you, mate. How's the proa coming on? Yeah. 720 there where you are, Frederick. Okay. Wow, that's interesting. A bit of variation. YouTube will give you what YouTube thinks we can support our end. So it's funny, some of you are getting 1080 and some 720. Thanks, Tim. Good. All right. Where was I?
Nerd, not shaking.
Yeah, Belize. Yeah, well, so we're just... Yeah, you're getting 1082, Frederick. Great. All right. Robert, you're making me laugh, mate. Let's not get into that. But, yeah, I mean, since we got delayed here, you know, we were planning to go to Guatemala on March the 17th, and the border closed on March the 15th. So we just missed out, and that set off a whole chain of events for us, with firstly Ariun going back to New York, and then, you know, us slowly beginning to learn more about Belize and finding out that it's actually a pretty good destination, even in the hurricane season or the summertime. And then I guess the thing that capped it all off and made us happy to stay here, even though Guatemala did reopen for humanitarian, what they call humanitarian reasons, essentially to help the cruisers into Guatemala, and it was very generous of them to do that because they have quite a problem there with the virus. They're still letting cruisers in, but you have to follow some strict formalities. None of them sounded very appealing to us. We have the freedom to move here, don't we, Jeff? Mm-hmm. We have the freedom to move.
Yes, we do.
In Guatemala, they are stuck in a marina. They can't move from district to district, no sightseeing. So
You can go around the whole country.
And here, Belize, we can make a holiday of it, you know.
Mountains.
Yeah, the mountains. While the money lasts, it's all quite good fun, you know. It's the same for everybody. If the money's a problem, though, it's a very different story. So we're sort of tightening our belts now, and luckily we found that place where we've docked the boat. The lady's given us a very good price on, you know, what is a vacant tourist property here. A lot of background noise. Hopefully you can still hear things okay. Yeah, and you know, thanks to this guy Jeff and the crew, you know, Von's one of Jeff's captains. Another guy Dion, who you'll meet tomorrow in the video. These guys have got like mountains of local knowledge here, and have just been a real game changer for us understanding what we can do here in Belize. And so this has actually turned into a really good opportunity to learn about this country and see some of the sites out on the reef and also some of the inland sites as well. So we're hoping to bring those to you through video, you know, over the next few months. I'll try and catch up on some of your comments.
Like getting around?
Hey Laramie, good to see you, mate. Yeah. Hope everything's well with you, Banjun. Belize has a jaguar preserve. Yeah, Mr. 777, you're absolutely right. Did we get up close and personal with a jaguar last weekend?
Yes, we did.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they've got an incredible animal rescue centre here. They call it a zoo, but it's not like a zoo at all. They're simply taking animals that have been injured and
Amazing animals.
yes.
We captured some great videos that we will show you later.
Jaguar's certainly my favourite big cat at the moment, especially when he's behind a cage.
Oh my gosh.
And not much of a cage, is it? No, incredible.
Came across a big prince up by Riversdale.
Did you really? Yeah, yeah. Wow.
Right here on the peninsula.
Is that right? Yeah, it is too, right.
So you're gonna get it on the spot.
That's unusual, you know, but out in the countryside people see jaguars a lot. I mean, they're actually quite, well, I wouldn't say common because they're an endangered animal, but they're not endangered around some of the villages out there by all accounts. As long as people still, you know, can get on well with them, it's wonderful. Spin around, where are we looking at? So we're following that boat going in there. That may well be Hokey Pokey, was it?
Yep.
That's a water taxi. So this peninsula's about, oh, Banjun, that's very good of you, mate. Yeah, look at you, eh? We've heard about the super chat thing and, you know, that's a generous, mate. If you've got a question, by all means, you know, slip us a tip. We'll give you an answer as best we can. I will buy ourselves a beer, Banjun. We've got them chilling right down there at the moment. A lovely craft beer too, you'll be happy to know. Belize has really got some good surprises. It's only a tiny country, about 400,000 people, but really well catered to.
Yeah, like that. Okay. Where'd it go?
Why do you have to be upside down? Banjun. Wow, thank you, Banjun.
Yeah, it's very lovely. So I don't know if we'll get any sails up, maybe on the way back. We're expecting to take about 20 minutes or so to go up the creek. You can just see the opening of it straight ahead. And then we don't know how long it'll take us to sort of hack our way up the side creek to the hurricane hole. We're about 20 feet beam and these creeks are pretty narrow.
Is that what we are, 20? 20 feet.
20 feet wide.
Is it right in this hatchet with the engine bracket?
The widest would be...
Yeah, no, the widest is out to the ends of the beams, 20 feet, so, you know, the engines are well inside that.
Right here?
Yeah, exactly, you know.
20 is from all the way outside.
Just having a discussion about the depth and the width of the... But mate, as far as I'm concerned, the narrower the better, the shallower the better. You know what the insurance guy said to me? You know, this was the thing that capped off the reason why we've decided to stay in Belize and put everyone's mind at rest, you know, not just us but also the other co-owners, is that our insurance does cover the boat here in the event of a named storm, which I was really surprised about.
Oh, it does?
Yep. So pretty happy with that company so far. Anyway, but one thing the guy told me, the broker or the agent, he said, just make sure you don't get a storm surge and end up sitting on top of the mangroves.
Right.
You're going to spider web your way in. But so my burning question for you is, as someone who's had the local knowledge about Hurricane Iris, how high was the storm surge?
I don't know. I wasn't here.
when the ice did
No, it would. No, the water didn't go all the way
You
across
steer
the
while.
peninsula.
Feet, sorry.
No.
That side.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think it would be that huge though, because the mangroves are so deep and this is also big that you're not gonna get.
And
It's
usually,
not going and jamming itself up in between dry land, right? It
No.
spreads.
Yeah, it spreads all right, and it's also really shallow for a lot of miles, 12 miles out, right?
Yeah.
and then most of the hurricanes, how they turn, they hit from the west side. Usually come from the back side.
Yeah, depending on whether it passes north or south of our location.
Pretty
yeah.
much they've all, anything has always been north, so you're gonna get wind off land.
Except Iris, that went through just south of the peninsula. I'm just reading that book at the moment. You know, the poor old crew on the Wave Dancer. What a tragedy, you know. But I haven't got to the bit about the storm surge yet. But it looked like wind that capsized that boat.
Yeah. Yeah, flipped it over. Broke loose and flipped.
Yeah, Robert, we're probably not planning on heading back to the Gulf of Mexico anytime soon. You know, there's so much now to see along this coastline, and then once we're done here, which could be a few years away, then we'll take the boat down to Panama. So we're kind of heading in that direction. Yeah, you did, Lisa. Yeah, well, the west coast is the lucky side, I reckon, of the peninsula. Where are you? At St. Pete or Tampa? Fort Myers?
At least I didn't say an island.
Sure, I'll think of it.
How long have you been in Belize, Ryan?
We've been here 5.5 years now.
Fantastic, yeah.
Came from North Carolina.
Okay, yeah. And are you here permanently, or?
Yeah, we go back occasionally. We still, we've got a mailing address up there, but that's about it.
Yeah. Right. So
We don't have any vehicles or a house.
is it something you plan to do for some years, or was it a spontaneous thing? Yeah.
If not here, then somewhere else. But
Yeah, it's kind of a logical step for the North Americans.
yeah,
If you like a bit of warmer weather and quiet life.
we went from Michigan to North Carolina, and that was always a stepping stone to the Caribbean.
Yeah.
And it took a
Yeah.
couple years to figure out where we wanted to go, but yeah, this is where we landed.
Yeah, Belize is interesting as an expat destination. It doesn't sort of jump right out at you, but then the more you dig into it and meet other expats, you realise that it's actually got a lot going for it.
It
Yeah.
does.
No property tax for a start. Yeah.
It's kind of laughable, the property tax.
Yeah.
It's like $15 a year or something.
Yeah, that's something, isn't it?
We don't plan on going back, but if we go somewhere, it'll be somewhere else in the Caribbean.
Yeah. Right. Cool. Thanks for that.
Stuart, Ryan helped us sail on from Dominican Republic.
Yep.
Here to our house.
Oh, I'm on the Bali. Yeah.
The Bali, yeah.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yep. Did that 10 days from DR?
Was it only 10 days? It seemed like years.
Well, it's because
Just
I was
like
on board.
drag. I know. Oh, just waiting for that good face. But today you have it. It must be
Today,
Leo.
I put on the
Leo
smile.
brought out your sunshine.
Was it a downwind run from the DR? Pretty easy run?
Yeah,
That was
fairly easy,
Yeah.
except for leaving Grand Cayman. That was kind of rough.
yeah.
Other than that, it was really easy.
So
A
you,
couple of super flat days, actually.
how did the Bali perform in the rougher stuff? You can be honest.
Like a big
Riding
This,
the back of
this is
an
a
elephant.
Warren channel, man. You can speak your mind here.
A pig.
like a big pig.
An elephant.
An
Right?
elephant, right.
Right from where you actually
What are you doing here, baby? Look.
You reeled this up from right here? This line's right here.
Australian, yeah.
Main halyard.
He sails too, right? So you're a sailor, yeah? That's actually gaff halyard. We have 2 halyards to pull a sail up, no topping lift.
Okay, I was wondering how what's the quarterback here.
Yeah, no, someone says topping lift, but it sounds like he's a sailor. Yeah, well, Dion's actually hoisted the sails on this boat already, so he's seen the routine. You only have to see it once, pretty straightforward. Hopefully we get a bit of breeze and when we come back out we can get a bit of sail up the lagoon, eh?
Maybe.
Yeah. What part of Michigan, Ryan?
Outside of Detroit.
Outside of Detroit.
Ann Arbor.
Oh yeah, well this fella's just outside Ann Arbor.
Yeah. Yeah, depending on who you're talking to, you can be more specific.
Right, yeah. Okay. Well, his name's Bad Habit 571, so we'll go from there.
Right.
Is that okay,
Ypsilanti. Does that mean anything to you?
Ypsi, yeah.
Okay, Ypsilanti.
Yeah, my wife's family's from Tiffany, which is real close to there.
His wife's family's from Tiffany. There, Bad Habits. All right, so Central Ohio. Hey. Tim Woods, Central Ohio here. I bummed. That's a bit sorry. All right. Did I miss any questions? Hang on. What are the top 3 tasting fish here? You could best ask Jeff or Bonnie that.
That's it depends on the person. Snapper, grouper, hogfish.
Snapper, grouper, hopfish.
Or
Snapper always at the top of the list.
Mahi.
Mahi, oh yeah.
wahoo.
What's the second one, Von?
Mahi.
Mahi, wahoo, tuna, oh yeah.
Wahoo.
That'll be my 3 too. But these guys have been
Swordfish.
promising to take us fishing. I can see how the
Mackerel.
experts do it. Swordfish, mackerel, yeah. The list is endless. It's a seafood heaven here.
Lionfish. There's a shallow spot right there too.
Really got it. That's why I was asking you what you guys were up to last night. We had enough for everybody.
Well, Tim, you just got to take some time off work and jump on one of those flights, mate. You'd be more than welcome. Flights are resuming here on the 15th of August. There's a bit of mixed feeling in the camp about that, as you can imagine. But we'll just have to wait and see. There's also a lot of businesses here that are really suffering, so the government's trying to tread a very fine line. You bet. Yeah, well right now let's hope that they relax these sort of regulations once we get to understand more about this blessed virus. And perhaps, the 15-day thing might not be so, prevalent for people having to, travel in quarantine every which way. This makes it impossible in my view.
That's a good question.
Oh, you're putting a gender on me?
47?
Lisa, you're not Robinson Crusoe there. Food, one of the great pleasures, isn't it?
Travel in packs of maybe 5 at the most.
Good, Tim. Well, the door's open, mate, anytime. Well, especially while we're quite settled right now. Yeah, and June. Yeah, no, you can't wind me up on that, mate. It takes years to learn throat singing, so I don't even know what you're asking. It's like asking Jeff how his Mongolian throat singing's going. How is it, mate?
Better than ever.
Yeah, for sure. Oh my God. Ooh, nice one. That's a fun game. Oh,
You lost.
your turn. Oh, your
Oh
turn
no,
again.
you don't want to give sucked into that game, Teresa.
Self-serving game.
Leo, that's not it. In my mind, it bounced. Maybe if I could.
Yeah, you weren't very good at quarters, were you?
Where'd it go? I can't fool you, Leo. Smarty
Watch the
pants.
ball, watch the ball.
Eyes on the prize.
Yeah, we're watching that sort of news, Clay. It's really disturbing. Yeah, Australia, I mean, that was a real surprise when I saw that. They lose control of it. Things have to return to normal ASAP, and every effort should be being made around the world with that in mind. Because I think the ramifications of this are a hell of a lot more serious than we're even hearing about. You can't shut down the world for several months like this and not expect there to be dire consequences. That's the Hokey Pokey, the water taxi. Runs about every hour. The main administrative centre is actually on this side, which you could call the mainland. On our side, which is the peninsula, it's a 19-mile drive to get around the north end. So they run this regular water taxi service just to pop across the lagoon.
The dog is always coming up to the bottles and cans.
That's right. That's right. I'd like to be up there in that spot where like the space between me and the mangrove is cut off.
Is that right, Lisa? I haven't read about that news. Well, you know, how much worse can it get, really? I mean, do the hokey pokey, yeah. Well, we've done plenty of hokey pokey because we have to renew our visitor's visa here every month, and that's where you go to do it. So I jump on the hokey pokey and take the passports over, sit in a queue, act very respectful to the men in uniform whilst biting my tongue, and get our passport stamped for another month and pay the princely sum of $100 US, another $100 US, and $100 US for me too, so $300 a month just in visitors' visas fees to remain here. They quadrupled it on May the 1st, right in the middle of the virus. They quadrupled it, which didn't go over well, and it'll be interesting to see how the cruisers respond to it when they return, if they return. You do not want to piss off anyone in uniform anywhere, especially when you're a guest of their country, Lisa. That's right. Hey Scott, hey, enjoying your comments, mate. Good to meet you. Bahrain, eh? Oh gosh. So you won't be getting home anytime soon either then? Lisa. We've had some storms. They're generally only mild, or they're quite sudden. They have a big wind front, and we get maybe 30 or 40 knot gust right on the front, and then it just passes over. And we get, you know, a good old dousing of rain. They seem to always come at night time. You can see the cloud build up straight out there right now, that big cumulus. Some wispy stuff, very humid. As soon as the sun pokes its head out, you know, the big thunderheads build up, and in some evenings we end up with a big lightning show. Nothing like what we'd be seeing in Guatemala right now, in Rio Dulce. Yeah, this is still sort of sunny periods here, thank goodness. Yeah, no, swimming pool, Banjoon, that is a bit of a necessity, I think, of living in these sort of wet, humid tropical areas. You just plunge in when you overheat. Beautiful. So what we're hoping for, we haven't seen this hurricane hole from the water yet, but see these big, sort of biggish ridges of tree line. It'll be very handy if it's sort of tucked in behind or amongst something like that, just to send the worst of the winds up over the hulls. You know, a bit of protection, right? Whereas, you know, this sort of stuff here is not so good. You can imagine that lot's just going to flatten down when it really blows. But around here, this is a lot like the state of Florida. I mean, this part of the coastline, it's so low relief. Yeah, it is a lovely creek, isn't it? Very navigable, you know. Is that right, Banjoon? Same sort of terrain, doesn't surprise me, all that southern coast, eh? Very low. Yeah, Lisa, that's right. If you can hang on to them long enough, absolutely. You know, they're amazingly strong and well-designed plants, with all those prop roots holding them together. So yeah, we would just try and tie in, you know, spiderweb the boat into some of the thicker trunks on those mangroves. Tree like that one over there, you know. But I'm sure Jeff's seen the place that we're going to, and we're kind of going in on him and Vaughan's word. It's Vaughan's uncle's joint.
We're going to see if we fit.
We're going to see if we fit, yeah.
Otherwise, we have a second good option that we just passed.
Okay, righto. Yeah, and then there's 2 more or 3 more that Jeff uses for his boats that he hasn't told us about.
Bye-bye.
So Jeff and Teresa run a business here called Day Tripper Catamaran Charters. You'll see them tomorrow when they're on a charter. We went along and tagged along with them and got to see how their operation works and what they do here in Belize when there's some custom.
Yeah.
But they've got a couple of quite diverse catamarans. In fact, 3 quite diverse catamarans.
All very different.
What is your little baby? Is that a Cadillac?
That's a Cadillac 8-meter.
I kept thinking it was a Prout or, you know.
Yeah.
It's an oldie, eh? But
Yeah.
that's the baby of the fleet. And then you've got the beautiful Louisiane that you guys are going to see nicely in the video tomorrow, because we got you under sail, looking good. And then there's the other one that I don't really talk about.
Molly.
She's a great boat for what you do with it, right?
Yeah. It's got its merits.
Yeah, of course it does. It's a really comfortable sort of set of rooms. Well, I don't know if I'd go to sea on those things, to be honest. Yeah. You know, going between islands and doing this sort of thing in the Caribbean, it's a bit like the lagoons, really. You know, when you start talking to the captains of these boats, they tell you, you know, don't do it. That's what surprised me. You know, in Rio Dulce, I met this Honduran captain of a Lagoon 500, and we were looking at that boat for our big cat syndicate. And he sat me down for about an hour, and we talked about how it behaves in a seaway. And he said, you know, I can't find anywhere on the boat that I feel safe.
They're not designed for blue water, right?
No.
Charter boats. You're supposed to be close.
Yeah. They're not great in the seaway, but the comfort and the accommodation's lovely. So, where's the compromise, eh? All right, Lisa. See you later. It's been lovely to have you here. Let's catch up again soon. Take care. Bye. We'll let you know if we see any manatees.
Alright, let me ease us up here as we...
Bye-bye.
Then down to Grenada. Then here we left it in the Grenada.
Put them down.
And next year we gone up
Bye-bye.
We'll fit.
straight to America.
Came all the way up.
I mean, 1 tree in the river.
Florida to Bahamas.
Yeah. Okay. So you came up from Grenada through like all the out the eastern island.
Right here?
What is it?
Not that one.
This one.
Yeah.
We'll see. You know, I went to haul my boat out in Florida at a lift that said that they could do 20 feet, and my boat is 20 feet. And we went in right where they said, and it jammed in like a cork in a bottle.
How did you get it up?
Hey Van June, thanks again, mate. I just saw that. Yeah, look, that's very generous of you. Thank you very much. We're just heading into the creek now. We think this is the right one. This is it. Absolutely, Robert. Yeah, whenever this boat's moving, we're recording our track, so all is good. And that way, we can save it for the other co-owners when they come down here. It's just going to take a lot of the guesswork out of things. We're working on a number of sort of little, approaches or little improvements to how we do the Belize, as a sailing destination. It's got some special considerations, the shallow water particularly. And I'm sort of just working it out myself, and now I think we've got a pretty good solution. So basically it comes down to great big red spots on the chart where you don't want to sail, and you just enter those manually because the charts are totally inadequate here. And the navionics and the CMAP stuff is all just useless. You're better off not having it actually. And so what we're doing is building our own charts from these guys, local knowledge, and also from satellite imagery, which is working out very, very useful.
Bonnie, man, there's the chat. Yeah,
And it's screaming.
Bonnie.
Hey Ralphie, good to see you. Hey, try and join in the chat here, mate. I can't flip. But what these guys, this is, you need to meet Jeff. Say hi to Ralph, Jeff. He's one of the co-owners.
Hey.
So Jeff's from Day Tripper Catamaran Charters, and this is Von, one of his leading hands, Captain El Capitano. And what we're doing right now is just coming in to a piece of land that's owned by Vaughan's uncle, and we're just checking it out as a possible hurricane hole, trying to do a dry run. As you can see, there's some trees here. Vaughan knew about this, so he's quite well prepared, and Jeff's just bringing us in real slow. It's obviously pretty shallow, pretty tight. But I'm liking to see this bit of height here in these trees. That's what we want. A little bit of wind cover. Even if all that blows down flat, it'll still send the wind over the boat. That's if it comes to that, you know. Belize is right on the edge of the hurricane zone, so it's pretty unlikely we're going to get something this year. Look at this, we can actually go around some of this stuff. Water's not too bad. No, you got enough water here, Jeff. Honey, do you want to take the camera and I'll look after this side?
Okay.
That's it. Yep.
Push it.
Dutch? Oh, shot.
Missed.
Come over to this side.
Yeah, good job.
Guys, I got bad feeling about this. Oh, don't be.
Slow down. A little bit. A little bit. Pretty clear now.
It's gonna be okay, Banjun, don't worry. Banjun said he's got bad feeling about this.
A little cleanup job for you.
Oh, yes.
Something to do later.
Who's cleaning up? Positive thoughts. Oh, Tim.
Like the African queen.
Yeah.
So we've done a bit of this before in Florida.
Yeah,
Going up the Lake of Okeechobee, one of those side creeks.
Yeah.
but it was all
Never got
underwater.
to go across that.
LaBelle. We didn't go across the lake, but
Looks like snake and even why bad vibes. Mangroves, I know what you want. Mangroves, canal is what you want. Yes, for hurricane holes. Mangrove canals you want. That's
yeah,
Robert called.
absolutely. Can you imagine like tying the boat down to both sides of this narrow canal to something secure like 4 trees, and then an anchor out bow and an anchor out in the stern? I mean, how's that boat going to go anywhere really, no matter what blows at it? You know, another thing we can do, and it's been done with Warrams before, is to put some water in the hulls. Actually fill up to the floorboards, put a few 100 kilos, maybe a ton of water in each hull.
Yeah, but we're not going to do that.
No,
right?
you would do that though if it was a severe, like a category 4, and you had a day, you know, to bring the boat tied in and flood it, and then yeah, that's pretty good, you know, prevention.
I don't know, guys.
You don't know? We're getting shallow, right?
No, it's for the branches.
Okay.
Couple probably stop here and start.
That one's good. It's next one.
We're getting more branch problem here. But that one's really in. Next one, Stuart.
Boy.
So close.
What do you think, you guys?
What do you think, Leo? What do you think? We're like in the trees.
Yep.
Our problem, guys,
Okay.
is the stays.
Man,
3 men working on it.
Okay. Go.
Hi to Jeff, yes, interesting spot for hurricane. Yes, Ralph, Jeff helping us with this, finding this spot. Steady as she does. Oh, that's a big one. Ralph said thank you for helping. He's one of the owners.
Okay.
Go down.
All right.
On the top. Alright. Is it always you have to go to the end, or if you have to, you can tie anywhere, or?
Yes, yeah, no, that's fine. The idea is to tie up at the dock, so you know
Okay,
we have a bit of security here as well, right?
okay.
Because you don't want to be on the boat when the hurricane's coming, and there's always a day or two where you don't know if it's going to hit or not. And you can't be on the boat, so there's uncles here full time.
Robert, the branches were too.
This is your spot. But
Yeah.
we're gonna go up and turn around first.
Okay. Okay. There's a turning bay at the end,
I
apparently.
have an idea.
Yeah. Great.
Robert said, did you need to cut that branches, chop?
Yes.
They were too wide, right?
Yes,
thick.
yeah, no, that's not a big deal. Chopping the stuff in the tropics, it'll grow back in a week. Well, hopefully a couple of months.
Clay Barber said 35 years ago Belize was the best R&R ever. Loved the people there. Bad COVID has changed it all. We'll be
Is it
looking
Central
for
America or Belize?
Right? Okay.
Belize.
Oh, really? Really?
We will be looking at the chart. I hope they have a website.
Sure.
Yeah, check it out. They have especially if I think they're more active on the Facebook.
That's
They
true. Yes.
they tripper catamaran. Ooh, it looks a bit shallowy over here. It's okay. If you're stuck here, you guys stuck with us.
Right up there, Jeff? Yeah. There's a little bit of the gate. Okay. There's a boat park up there. So there's this one out. Okay. That's what
Good sized catfish down there, honey. They're your favourites.
right little.
To starboard.
We should have brought the leaf blower.
Feels really like African Queen.
Yeah.
Looking for a day tripper now. Oh, they're looking at your website. I mean,
right,
Facebook.
we might
Now,
be
do you have a
backing out.
website?
Day tripper?
Yeah.
I think we do, Jeffrey. What is it? Daytripperbelize.com. Yeah.
Oh, check it out.
Yeah, check it out. Come visit us.
They are the coolest sailing, real sailing.
Yeah, we have the best people.
Stopping.
Yes, they are.
Like
I
Vonnie.
don't think we can turn around up there, Vaughn.
You want some more, baby?
You think?
Put it in here.
All right.
The bottle is this.
I'm gonna put us bow into that stuff, and you guys will hold off, right?
Okay, that's the end of the canal. Looks like.
Real slow.
It'll spin on a, on a lens, so
I think we're gonna go in there. Just kidding.
How much touch you want? You don't want to. There's touch. Go. Put this side of the boat.
We're trying to turn around here.
just to remind you where you are.
This side, I think, is touching.
It will be soon.
What is it, honey?
Looks like we're in the farmland. We've got a tractor going by.
Oh yeah, tractor over there.
How are we over there, Ryan? Plenty of water, sort of?
I think we're pivoting over here.
Okay, that's not a bad
You're
thing.
pivoting on this over here, I think.
Maybe go straight more. We could just back out too.
We gotta get out.
We're trying to turn. But could be too narrow. This is on our port side.
Hope I don't.
I wouldn't worry about it.
One is our
Not much.
Superman.
It's not too bad.
Not too much.
Jeff, you ready?
We're gonna have to reverse out.
Alright.
I don't see.
I have to get you off. I'm getting you off.
Alright. It'll have to just slowly walk it back.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get all back.
Ooh.
Back at home,
Alright, this side is off. This side is off.
Okay. Hold on, I'll get it next to you.
So close. We get the bow right in there, it might just.
If you can spin it here,
But
you're good, alright?
it looks like the creek's a bit too narrow to come around.
We can just back out too,
We
right?
can go out backwards.
Can you go get the white plug? It's a bit getting low.
Battery?
Turn dark, yeah.
Why? I don't think there's any way. The length isn't enough.
Okay.
I'll come get you.
Yeah, I don't think we can turn, so we.
Here's $7,
going-
take the hokey pokey.
Go right there, then. Put your ball right there. And after the
Okay.
Sorry, guys, changing something.
Bourne coming on board again. Now,
Phone is
back
really
in.
hot. Needs rest. Huh?
foot is mud there, like
Uh-oh, look, the ice fell deep.
How does she steer by tiller? Is it hard? Do you want to
Are you guys still
do
there?
either of two things? You can, if you see better back there, you can steer and I can operate, or what's it? How hard is it to steer back there? And I'll just barely keep us moving. Right?
Leo, we are going backwards. All right. Go. There. Go.
Tell me if you want to go neutral
One more?
or anything.
Every circle has a square. Okay.
Are those 2 strokes or
Juice?
4 strokes?
4.
No?
So
Water?
like 2.
No?
You sound better than mine.
More ice? Always more ice. I know, look, there are little doggies on there. Paw Patrol! To the rescue! Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dogs on there. 5 dogs. Got juice.
Stuart, we'll go past this little bit of brush on your right, And then I'll nose back forward toward the dock, and then you can look at it. Maybe.
That's trash.
Yep. Where? All right.
Says still buffering.
Forward. We got in here. We know we. Oh, you. All right.
You stick the ice in here. You gonna put it in there for me?
You're steering. Reverse.
Or maybe
All right.
that ice in there. Like this. I was thinking this here. Kind of what I was thinking. No, I'm gonna drink this, yo. Try it. Try it. It's grapefruity. Oh, here. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you, Leo. You. Thank you. Yeah. Good job. Thank you. You want it? You have it.
All right. I got the wheel.
Is your uncle Bonnie?
Yeah, you want to try?
Hello,
Yeah.
Uncle. All right. Bye-bye, Uncle. Give him some food first. There's some there. Thank you.
All right. So we don't have to.
Stuart?
Yeah, he's up there, Dip, I think. Yeah.
There's some big stuff up there.
Yeah, that's clear.
Could move by hand those things, huh? Some of the rocks.
Yeah, you don't want to go much further north.
You said it's not rock, it's the clay from it.
Is it?
It's clay, is it? Oh, I see. Okay.
in here is not no
No rocks, okay.
Stuart, you want to look this quickly? And who are they? It's just wow. This video stopped. I mean, not stopped, but you know, while I'm plugging the charger,
Oh, yes.
kind of stuck at the one picture, but the minute's still going. You know,
Yes.
don't drop it down.
Yes, I see. We can stop it and restart it.
Wait.